Namaste. All the beautiful souls, welcome back to White Tarot reading. Today on White Tarot reading, we have come up with a pick a card reading for all the spiritual beings, the beautiful souls, those who understand that we are all spiritual beings trapped up in human experiences and emotions. Okay, so today's pick a card reading is for all the beautiful souls, the spiritual beings who have initiated their spiritual journey, who are trying to move ahead in their spiritual path so that they can attain spiritual growth, so that they can understand their spiritual goals. Okay, so today, through the card of Dharma, the Mother Destiny is here to reward all her beautiful spiritual souls with some spiritual gifts, some spiritual powers, and also there are messages from the great scholars of Sanatana Dharma. Each card has got a message from scholar. Okay, dear beautiful souls, as you can see, I've got 3 piles here. This is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3, so that I can reward you with your spiritual gifts and your spiritual rewards. Okay, so to attract your intuition, I have put some charms on each pile. This is the GOPI Chandan, the Chandan which is used by all the Krishna devotees to apply a tilak on their forehead between their eyebrows. And this is a little stick of sandalwood. And this is the striker, a wooden striker, which is used to hit on the singing bowl so that the healing vibrations are heard like that. Okay, so use your intuition, and whichever pile you're attracted to is your spiritual gift or are your spiritual gifts. So next couple of seconds for you to choose your pile. Okay, let me keep the other 2 piles aside so that we can proceed with the pile 1. The beautiful souls, the spiritual seekers, those who have chosen pile 1 with the Gopi Chandan, it smells heavenly. Okay, so the first spiritual gift or spiritual power is destiny. Wow. Followed by success. And the third spiritual gift is the progress. The fourth spiritual power or reward is knowledge. Fifth spiritual gift is defense. And sixth spiritual power is virtue. Next gift is friendship. The power is nobility. And the last gift is the mind. Okay, so the beautiful souls, as you can see, have laid out the spread. And the first card, Destiny, has a message from Swami B.R. Sridhar, a scholar, a pandit. Whatever happens to me is for my ultimate good. The highest court is not vindictive. Okay, so next rewarding message coming through the spiritual gift success is: avoid wicked company and associate with saintly persons. Acquire virtue both day and night. Always meditate on that which is eternal, forgetting the temporary. In this way, you will achieve success. And this message is been rewarded to beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 1, by the scholar of the Sanatana Dharma, Chanakya Pandit. Okay, he is also the author of or creator of Arthashastra, the politics, the economics. Okay, father of. Through the spiritual gift progress from the scholar Swami B.R. Sridhar, a rewarding message. Progress means eliminating one thing and accepting other. Progress means eliminating one thing and accepting another. Okay, so next spiritual gift is knowledge. And the rewarding message is again coming from the scholar Swami B.R. Sridhar. It is a defect to want to know everything about divinity or the divine powers. Knowledge may be a qualification here in this world, but in relation to the transcendental truth of the highest order, the tendency to want to know everything is a disqualification. So what I find, the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 1, you are a very restless spiritual seeker and you want to know, you want to have an answer for each and every question in your mind. So Swami B.R. Sridhar is saying that sometimes the quality or the tendency to want to know everything is a disqualification. Okay, so you should have faith in the divine power and you should have faith in your own knowledge so that you can transform that knowledge into wisdom and understand that one day the transcendental truth will come into your witness when the right time comes. Okay, so you should have faith and absolute belief on the divine power. Okay, the next spiritual gift is defense, and the spiritual reward coming from the holy book, the epic Mahabharata. One should defeat an angry man with meekness, an evil one with goodness, and a miser one with generosity, and a liar with truth. Okay, so this is one of the biggest moral messages, rewards coming for the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 1. One should defeat an angry man with meekness, an evil one with goodness, a miser with generosity, and a liar with the truth. So truth is your weapon for the defense. Okay, so the next spiritual power, the virtue, and the spiritual rewarding message coming from Manusmriti. It is one of the holy scripts. Fortitude, forgiveness, self-control, honesty, purity of body and mind, sense control, study of scriptures, meditation on supreme, truthfulness, freedom from anger. This is the 10-fold path of virtue. Wow. So what I'm sensing very strongly, I'm getting an intuition that the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 1, you have already moved, you have already traveled a long path in your spiritual journey, in the path of your spiritual seeking. And Manusmriti is saying that this is the time you follow the 10-fold path of virtue. Okay, by inculcating all these qualities in you, which will make your spiritual journey more smoother, so that you can end this physical suffering, end this cycle of birth and death. Okay, so what are the 10-fold path of virtue? What are the qualities? It is fortitude, forgiveness, self-control, purity of body and mind, sense control, study of scriptures, meditation on the supreme, truthfulness, freedom from anger. Okay, so these are the virtues of the 10-fold path which you have to follow right from you have been watching this reading. Okay, beautiful souls. So next spiritual gift is friendship. That is really wonderful. Lord Krishna and that of Sri Sudama, that kind of friendship and the spiritual rewarding message is coming from one of the books, Panchatantra. A bad friendship is like an earthen jar. It breaks easily and is impossible to repair. A good friendship is like a vessel made of gold. It is hard to break and easy to mend. Okay, so you have to see who is your good friend, who is really made of valuable and precious gold, and whose friendship will be with you in your hard times to make your life easy and to mend things which are broken inside you. Okay, so this is the time you really understand who your real friends are or good friends are, because friendship is really going to help you in your spiritual journey. So that is wonderful. And the second last spiritual power you possess, the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 1, through the blessings of the divine Mother Destiny, is there is nothing noble in being superior to some other person. True nobility is in being superior to your previous self. This is coming from a Hindu proverb, and I hope you have understand what the message is trying to convey you, is that it is not necessary to be in competition with others. Your real competitor is you yourself. Okay, so each time you should be able to break your own records. Okay, and the last spiritual power is your mind, and the rewarding message is coming from Bhagavad Gita, beautiful souls. For one who has controlled the mind, it is the best of friends, but for one who has failed to do so, it remains the greatest enemy. So what I'm sensing is that your friend is your mind, and you are absolutely in equilibrium with your mind, your body, and your soul. So that's really wonderful rewards to receive from the divine Mother Destiny, and really very inspiring messages to be rewarded from the scholars and the holy scripts. Okay, so with that we have to wrap up the first pile. Now let us move with the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 2, the spiritual seekers, the spiritual initiators, trying to understand what their spiritual gifts are, what their spiritual rewards are, which they are about to receive from the divine Mother Destiny. So the first spiritual gift you're about to get is love. Okay, that is love. Second is the dharma, the power, spiritual power. The third spiritual gift or reward is charity. The fourth is the meditation. The next reward is freedom. The next spiritual gift is homeland. That's really wonderful. Homeland. Okay. The next spiritual reward is realization. The next spiritual reward is values and guru. That is really a wonderful spiritual reward or a gift to receive from Divine Mother Destiny. So the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 1, when you look at the first card, this is the picture. The pilgrimages, the devotees are taking a divine dip in the holy Ganges. Okay, they are absolutely in surrenderance with the divine. And the message coming from the scholar, Hindu scholar Swami B.R. Sridhar, to reward the beautiful souls. Although it is impossible, the infinite is defeated by the finite. What is that unthinkable position? It can only be attained through love. Okay, so that is your spiritual power. You are in a situation, you are in a position, you are in a state to love each and every one, each and everything around you. Okay, the next card, Dharma. This is the picture, a mother and a child. Okay, so Dharma is the righteousness, and the message is coming from my favorite A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, who is the founder of ISKCON, initiator of ISKCON movement, Krishna consciousness throughout the world. And he is here to reward the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 2. Dharma means essential nature. As heat is essential to fire, the dharma of all creation is to love. We may not all love the same thing, but we must. Ultimately, the eternal dharma of all beings beyond even life and death is to love God. Okay, so that is really a very compassionate message coming from Sri A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, that you are in a complete surrenderance, you are in complete love with the God. And that is your dharma, that is your path of righteousness, which will take you ahead in your spiritual journey so that you can understand your spiritual goals clearly, beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 2. And the next card is the Charity. This is the picture. At the sunset, the boat, the fishermen are coming back to their home. Okay, or they are starting their journey. It could mean anything. The charity, through charity, the rewarding message coming for the beautiful souls those have chosen pile 2 is from Srimad Bhagavatam, the Bhagavad Gita. The sun evaporates water, then return it to the earth as rain. Similarly, a wise person accepts life's gifts, then gives them to others when asked. Wow, that's really magical. So this card is conveying that what all spiritual gifts and powers you are attaining through your spiritual journey, through the divine mother destiny, one day you have to return it back to this cosmos. Okay, and you understand that very well. That's really nice. I'm sensing that the beautiful souls those who have chosen pile 2 are really, really highly spiritual seekers. And the next card is meditation. This is beads of Tulsi, the sacred Tulsi, and he is chanting some mantra, meditation. And this is one of your spiritual powers. Again, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, the founder of Krishna consciousness throughout the world, has come up with a rewarding message. So I think you are also connected to divine, the supreme, the Lord Sri Krishna. And the rewarding message is, chanting is like a child crying for her mother's presence. The Lord reveals himself to those who chant sincerely. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is the most powerful mantra for this era, for this Kali Yuga, where people are trapped up in all worldly pleasures. This is the only mantra which can release you from all the suffering and which will become the source of you getting connected with the divine, ending the cycle of birth and death. So beautiful souls, each and every spiritual seeker has a different way of meditating. Nobody will teach you what is the right way of meditating. It is up to you. Whatever your heart instincts gives you the signals, you have to follow your heart instincts and you have to meditate. Okay, because according to A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, meditation is like a child crying for her or his mother's presence so that he or she will be protected. Okay, so that's really very touching message coming from your spiritual gift, that is meditation. The next spiritual power you have, the beautiful souls, the spiritual seekers, freedom. Okay, from Swami B.R. Sridhar, the message, the rewarding message is slavery to the absolute is the highest position of freedom. Okay, so you have to be in the service of the Supreme, and that will lead you to the highest position, that is of freedom. So be ready to be in the service of Lord Krishna, chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, and there is a Om at the background, and this is the picture of Sri Krishna. I can see it clearly. The beautiful, one of the beautiful pictures by far I have seen of that, of Sri Vasudev Krishna. That's really lovely. Okay, and the next spiritual reward coming for the beautiful souls, those have chosen pile 2, is homeland. And this is the picture of 2 little boys who are standing naked. This might be the street where they are born. And what I'm sensing, the beautiful souls, those have chosen pile 2, you are far from your homeland, and this card is trying to bring you a message, a reward, and energy that your true happiness is in the place where your roots are connected. Okay, so let us see what is the message. You are not a child of this soil, so you may be captive here, but this is not your home. This is a foreign land. Wow. See, that is the source of your anxiety, that you are in a place which the soil of the place where you are right now is not the soil you have played in as a child. Okay, so you are captive in this place right now because of some of your responsibilities, but understand that this is not your land, and that your real bliss and real happiness lies in the place where your childhood is connected to, the soil where your childhood is connected to. Okay, so this is the time to come back to your homeland. Okay, so that you can really move very smoothly and attain all your spiritual goals. Maybe this is the time you to understand and realize what your soul's cravings are. Okay, so come back to your homeland. Your homeland is calling you, and that is a rewarding message coming from Swami B.R. Sridhar, and a reward coming from the Divine Mother Destiny. Come back to your homeland, beautiful souls. Those are chosen pile 2. Next is realization. The message coming again from Swami B.R. Sridhar. This is the picture. An old man is sitting under the shade of the tree, and he is trying to gain some knowledge, wisdom from the Holy Scripture, because that is how the Holy Scriptures are kept on a wooden designed book holder, and he is completely immersed in the energy of the book. Okay, and the rewarding message coming is, who is enlightened? A question mark. Who is enlightened? The more they achieve, the more they thirst. The more earnestness is found within them. This is the characteristics of realization of the infinite. So realization is one of your spiritual gifts. You already have this realization. You are highly spiritual. You are an awakened soul. You are an enlightened soul, and you understand that there is nothing like completing your spiritual journey, and there is nothing like getting fully enlightened, because the more you achieve, the more you want to achieve. The thirst is like endless. Okay, and you have realized that this divine journey, this spiritual journey of connecting the human beings, the spiritual souls, to the divine is an infinite journey. Okay, so that is your realization and that is your power, beautiful souls, those have chosen pile 2. Next card, or the next spiritual gift, is values. Again, the spiritual reward coming from Swami B.R. Sridhar. This is the picture. There is something, a fish. Can you see here? I think it is a fish. And this is a kingfisher who is going back, or flying, taking its flight back. Values, and the rewarding message is whatever we may conceive is within the infinite. If we have an idea of the infinite broadness and depth of the absolute, how can we value anything here? Okay. Actually, I am unable to clarify this statement, so let me read it again. Maybe you understood it clearly, because this is your spiritual power, beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 2, and maybe the divine Mother Destiny wants you to understand this. So let me read it again, maybe I can get some hint. Whatever we may conceive is within the infinite. If we have an idea of the infinite broadness and depth of the absolute, how can we value anything here? So I believe this is very deep message, beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 2. Please let me know what this statement is trying to convey, so that even I understand what this sentence exactly means. So convey me through the comment section. Put your comments, beautiful souls, highly spiritual seekers, those who have chosen pile 2, being values being one of your spiritual powers. Okay, and the last spiritual gift one can expect in their spiritual journey is a real guru, because the world is full of superficial gurus and superficial awakening and superficial meditation, and everything is superficial, which is taking most of the spiritual initiators, putting them, turning absolutely psychotic and neurotic, and I don't know what, they are becoming more egoistic and more self-centered. So beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 2, you are very fortunate. You are really highly spiritual, and one of your spiritual gifts is a real guru. Okay, and this is the picture of the real guru. Look at the shine in his eyes. Look at the story behind his smile. So this is the energy of your guru, the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 1. Because it is said that you shouldn't move ahead in your spiritual journey, or you won't attain your spiritual goals unless and until you have a real guru. Okay, so the beautiful souls, your spiritual journey is about to turn very wonderful with the presence of Guru being one of your spiritual gifts and spiritual rewards. And the last message, rewarding message, is coming from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, and the message is: the conditioned soul wanders throughout different planets in different forms and bodies, but if by chance it comes in contact with Guru, grace descends and spiritual life begins. So the card is saying that your real spiritual journey is about to begin once when you find your real guru, and when your real guru is around you, you will be able to connect to him or her instantly, and all the human conditions will be like removed from that time on, and you will be initiate your real spiritual journey when your guru seeks you and when you get connected with the energies of your guru. The beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 2, these are really treasures, wonderful gifts and rewards from the divine mother destiny. So beautiful souls, the spiritual seekers, those who have chosen pile 3, it is time to see what are the spiritual gifts, spiritual powers you're about to receive from the divine mother destiny as a spiritual seeker. The first gift is determination. The second is surrender. That's a reward. And the third reward is reality. The fourth spiritual gift is ownership. The fifth is the purification. The sixth spiritual gift is hope. The seventh spiritual power is the path. Then comes the consciousness and the spiritual power, non-violence. So beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 3, I find that you are someone who are spiritual as well as a family person. So you have a perfect balance between your spirituality, the religion, your values, and your family. The first card, the first spiritual power, determination. This is the picture. Look at the bundle of grass these women are carrying over their head. That is so huge. So they are very determined about carrying this load. Okay. And the rewarding message is coming from the divine Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Learn from the earth to be steadfast on your path. Even though others disturb you, for the earth continues in her orbit through burdened by many creatures. So that's really lovely. This card is saying that be determined. There must be people who criticize you for you being spiritual, for you being initiated your spiritual journey, but be determined. There will be obstacles coming in your spiritual path, because spiritual journey is not easy one. In fact, it is the most difficult journeys. That is why it takes us so many lifetimes to get out of this physical suffering, to end this cycle of death and birth. So understand that whoever will be in your support or who is not in your support, always rely that the mother earth, the mother nature, the mother destiny, and the cosmos is in your support, so that you can emerge out as a spiritual seeker and understand your spiritual goals. Okay, so the next card is surrender. The next spiritual power, surrender. And this rewarding message is coming from Sri Chaitanya Press. I only know Krishna as my Lord, and he will remain so. Even if he handles me roughly by his embrace or makes me broken, hatred by not appearing before me, he is completely free to do as he likes, as he is my worshipful Lord unconditionally. Okay, so this card is bringing in the message that you have immense faith in Lord Krishna. Your day starts with his name and your day ends in his conscious presence. Okay, so this card is saying that you have no complaints with what you have in your life or what you don't have in your life. Your heart will always be filled with unconditional love of Krishna, and you have surrendered this lifetime of yours through the Supreme Lord Krishna. Okay? And you love him unconditionally. The kind of relationship you share with Lord Krishna is no words can describe the kind of relationship you share with Sri Krishna, because you are absolutely in the surrenderance with the cosmos, with the Supreme. The next spiritual gift is reality, and the message is coming from Swami B.R. Sridhar, and this is the message, this is the picture. Okay? And the rewarding message is: faith is the most subtle thing, and it is also the most tangible. It is not imaginary. We must realize that it is reality. It is concrete and not merely an abstract sentiment of mere individual consciousness. Swami B.R. Sridhar, I told you in the beginning only, I got the intuitions that the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 3, are very spiritual, religious and family persons. So you have created that perfect balance between the physical and the eternal world. Did I show you this picture? Surrender. An old woman. She is taking the support of a very weak branch, because she knows that she has the support of the Supreme, and she has that immense faith in the Supreme, and she knows that she will be protected. Okay, so that is the picture. The next spiritual gift is the ownership, and this is the man who is sitting on in a temple. Look at the pillars. It appears as a temple, and the rewarding message is coming from Ishopanishada, one of the holy scriptures. Everything animate or inanimate within the universe is controlled and owned by the Absolute. One should therefore accept only those things necessary which are set aside as one's quota, and not take other things, knowing well to whom they belong. Okay, so this is the message coming from Ishopanishada, that you know very well that what are the things which you own, and you never claim on the things which you don't. You try to achieve things in your life through your hard work, through your labor, and you don't have an greedy eye over others' property or others' wealth or others' belonging. So you know very well that what belongs to you and what do not belongs to you, and you are happy with what you have in your life. You're content for being the owner of what you possess through your hardship. So that's a really wonderful and nice reward. And the next spiritual power you have is purification, and the divine message is coming from Swami B.R. Sridhar. Whatever you do not know about yourself, the infinite knows. What is underground in the innermost subconscious region of your heart, he can also see. If you remember this as you move and live, you cannot but be purified. Okay, so dear beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 3, you are very, very connected with the universal energies, and you know that there are so many things about yourself which you don't know, but you have absolute belief that even what you don't know about yourself, the Supreme knows. Okay, he can look into your innermost subconscious heart, and he can help you to connect with that, so that you can purify yourself, and you are in the process of purification. And this is the card, this is the picture. Purification. Okay, so the next spiritual gift is hope, the biggest gift, I must say, because once hope is the source for human survival. And the rewarding message coming from Srimad Bhagavatam gives us a most hopeful suggestion for all stages of life: blame yourself and no one else. That is the absolute truth. Simple, absolute, but difficult to be understood that the state where you are right now, with all your sufferings, with all your happiness, with all your sorrows, there is nobody to be blamed but you yourself. Okay, because your karmas will decide what kind of emotions and what kind of experiences you will go through in your lifetimes. Okay, and this is the most powerful truth which is conveyed in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, which most of us read, but we don't try to understand or connect to this absolute truth. Okay, so hope is your spiritual power. You are always hopeful, no matter how hard situations you are put into. You have greatest survival instincts, because you are a beautiful soul, and because you have initiated your spiritual journey, because you have that special bondage with Lord Krishna, and because you are in the process of purification. So you are very, very hopeful that you will be ultimately able to understand your spiritual goals, because you're already have surrendered to the Supreme. You have strong determination, and you have the hope that you will be able to liberate your soul from your body and get connected with the Supreme Divine and end your physical suffering with this lifetime and get connected with the Divine through moksha, through liberation, through nirvana. Okay, and the next card is the path. This could be your spiritual path. Beautiful souls, those have chosen pile 3. This is the picture. People wearing white clothes, and the same reflection is being shown down here. It could be water, reflection over a water. So this is an indication of the heaven, or the place where Sri Krishna resides now, that is Gokul Dham. Okay, so through your path you may be able to get into the residence of the Divine, and the message, divine message coming from Upadeshamrita is 6 things will assure spiritual success: acting with enthusiasm, with confidence, and with patience, adopting a spiritual path, avoiding worldly company, and following in the footsteps of the saints. So Lord Krishna is showing you the signboards. Follow these signboards. There are 6 signboards which will come in your path, in the path of your spiritual journey, and each signboard has some message. First signboard has a message of spiritual success, that your spiritual journey will be successful. Acting with enthusiasm, keep that energy going. With confidence, with patience, adopt the spiritual path, avoiding worldly company, and following in the footsteps of the saints. Okay, so these are the 6 signboards or the paths which will connect you directly with the Supreme, to whom you have already surrendered and with whom you share a special bondage. And the next spiritual gift is the consciousness, Krishna consciousness, I must say, for the beautiful souls, those have chosen pile 3, because you are so much in connection with the divine energies, divine love, unconditional service towards the Supreme. So Krishna consciousness and the divine rewarding message coming is through Srimad Bhagavad Gita. As fire lights the wood, it consumes, so the soul illuminates the body with consciousness. So you have to understand that this body is just gross, and the pain the body undergoes in the spiritual journey will be the source of illumination of the soul, as the fire lights the wood after it consumes the wood. Okay, so don't worry about what is happening to your body, because your body is anyhow degradable. It will degrade, it will get back to this earth sooner or later. So your focus should be only to eliminate your soul, and you shouldn't worry, or you shouldn't give more focus to what is happening outside your body, but more towards what is happening inside your body. And you have come to a state of absolute consciousness. So that is your spiritual gift, beautiful souls, those have chosen pile 3. And the last card I have is the non-violence. So what I am sensing when I look back at all the cards for the beautiful souls, those have chosen pile 3, is that you have been come out as a different person in your life. You were completely another person before, but now you have transformed yourself so much, and you have taken up the path of non-violence. And this is one of your rewards, this is one of your gifts, spiritual gifts. And a rewarding message is coming from Sandalya Upanishad, that is, ahimsa means not causing pain to any living being at any time through the actions of one's mind, speech or body. So non-violence doesn't necessarily mean that you should be a vegetarian and there shouldn't be no meat on your plate, but it significantly means that you shouldn't do harm, or you shouldn't do activities which might cause pain to any of the living beings around you at any time through your actions, through your mind or through your speech. So you shouldn't be hurting anyone. Okay, so that is the real concept of non-violence. And it is there is a saying that ahimsa paramo dharma, the biggest religion in this universe is non-violence, and also the biggest weapon is the non-violence. Ahimsa paramo dharma. Okay, and this is the picture at the back of a sannyasi who is who has applied a 3-line tilak over his head. That is a symbolic of Lord Shiva, who is the destroyer, so that there is possibility of new beginning with the destruction, end of karmic cycle. A new karmic cycle will begin, will start. Okay, so that is about non-violence. So with that, we come to an end with the beautiful souls, those have chosen pile 3, the highly spiritual seekers who are absolutely in connection with the Supreme. I would love to hear from the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 3, through the comments. Okay, I'm anticipating very eagerly for your comments. So with that, beautiful souls, we come to an end for today's reading, pick a card reading, which has rewarded you with the spiritual gifts, spiritual rewards, and the rewarding messages from the scholars and the holy scripts through the blessings of Divine Mother Destiny, Goddess Vaitara, Lord Krishna himself, and all the powers connecting the spiritual beings to the higher dimensions, to the spiritual realms. So let us all understand that we are spiritual beings, and sooner or later we have to initiate our spiritual journey. And the earlier we understand, the sooner we understand, the better it is for us to end this suffering. Okay, so with that, I would like to request you to subscribe my channel if you haven't, and if you have already subscribed my channel, thank you very much, beautiful souls. Keep watching my readings. Tell me what more spiritual readings we can do together, so that we all can rise together as spiritual beings and understand our spiritual goals. So with that, we have to end up today's reading. Lots and lots of blessings from Goddess Vaitara, from the Supreme Sri Krishna, and from all the divine powers in the cosmos. Until next time, take good care of yourselves. Practice all your methods and techniques which connect you to the Supreme, which opens the door for your inward journey. and spirituality. Astu and Namaste once again.